Yeah. Black Madonna gang. God or son.
We love this.
Black Attire Mafia. You and me, mama. I got a better place for you and me, mama. Remember how the game used to be, mama. We came a long way from the bees, mama. The streets ain't safe for you and me, mama. I got a better place for you and me, mama. Remember how the game used to be, mama. We came a long way from the bees. The streets ain't safe for you and me. I got a better place for you and me. Remember how the game used to be, mama. Came a long way from the peace. You ain't safe for you and me, mama. I got a better place for you and me, mama. Remember how the game used to be, mama. Came a long way from the peace. The world is ugly and you too beautiful. Fuck the world, if you go then I go. If they knew what you knew then they know what I know. But we do what we do and they do what I do. Pause and think for a blind moment. Blind melon, if you true then I'm jealous. Signed sincerely, Prince Ryder, good fella. Signed sincerely, Prince Ryder, good fella. You and me, mama. I got a better place for you and me, mama. Remember how the game used to be, mama. We came a long way from the bees, mama. The streets ain't safe for you and me, mama. I got a better place for you and me, mama. Remember how the game used to be, mama. We came a long way from the bees. Got a better place for you and me. Remember how the game used to be, mama. Came a long way from the peace. We ain't safe for you and me, mama. I got a better place for you and me, mama. Remember how the game used to be, mama. Came a long way from the peace. What it look like? This goes out to everybody on the other side that done did it. All the legends. You heard? While we looking like we the shit over here, they probably like, man, wait till they get to the essence. We the gods, original man, let's get it. The virus. Ayo, hating is a virus, ignorance a virus. If Pop was Black Jesus, then who was Pontius Pilate? Me, I'm not neither, I'm more like Halley's Comet. The Illmatic formula, peace to Nostradamus. I never was a dumbass, I spent my life in college.
I go by the name of Prince Aarao. My family's from West Africa. I never knew the struggles they overcame coming to America, but it definitely had a profound effect on me. Growing up in Western PA, yours tend to come back, no matter how far you leave. My family came from overseas to live a dream. In the process, they had me. These are my reflections. These are my memories.
You ready? What they say is that.
Over here.
No, I know.
Back up.
Buckle your seatbelt. Are they gonna what did they say about the church tomorrow? Or not tomorrow, but
Yeah, they rent the space. They don't even. The library is better than.
I'm gonna see if they can let me rent a room so I can read my book.
You don't have to maintain mucho, mira, bro.
As long as I remember, my mom been in the church, raising 7 kids while working to pay the bills. My pops, he was a businessman. I never really saw him a lot, so it was mostly me and my mom. My brother called me the wild child. All my friends just knew me as AC. It wasn't until I went to Penn State when I took on the name Prince Rao. The rest I'll explain in a minute.
Yo, I ain't checked my credit score, but I got credit though, cause I don't buy shit in the store. My plug got a living more.
Plenty times I've been in the presence of greatness. I usually play the background, give the man his props and keep it pushing. I guess you could say I learned from the old me, the guy who would stand outside of your label with a demo and a dream. Hanging with local rappers brought me closer to the bosses, but not just any local rappers. They had to be bosses themselves for me to rock with them. I guess that's just the way I move. All the dope boys with the freshest kicks stay in the mix and usually keep me at the forefront of this music shit, even though at times I was just the video guy. I wasn't the same relevant young blood anymore. I was getting older. I had to figure out how I was going to transition. Living at the crib was just like the old times. A bowl of cereal in an empty studio. Every time I go home and lounge in the basement, I think of all the local rappers that got their start here.
Salute Navy Blue Hennessy, right? Great record, North Southern, aka Silver Surfer, right? It's called North Southern Lyricist. As a North Southern lyricist, you gotta put some emphasis. Dog, now you gotta put my name on a different list. We rap to the dealership. Cadillac, kick fist, best to my bloodline. You know you love that gun line. Kill some main passer, and I kill for my passer. He bring a spiritually break down with a baby bastard. And reach my arms back me because it fed me boost. My record edge here, find me the Kool-Aid juice. Yeah, I'm on the Geechee, and I still rock the niche. And I we out here, we can know it's real sticky with two on the tip. I know on the dashboard, pray to God now, we can know what my car from the talk to police. My arm from a cargo is damn God, we gotta have a mill on the strap me. Messing with my bloodline, you know we love that gun line.
Yo, give me that first one that you kicked a minute ago. That
other shit?
Yeah, that was my shit.
Oh, when you know we clip it, and when you know it's like Vietnam. Oh shit, now we know my hood. God gonna kill like Vietcong. When we give us all, and the war is on, and the war is on, and the war is on. Keep it. No, I wanna see him come call that slipper. Damn, my uncle now was a real sniffer. Damn, when he killed now, yeah, for a stripper. Goddamn nigga in the guard, we get picker. Damn, when the river head, L-I-E. That's now what it be, that's 73. Niggas now what we D-I-E. Give eternity. Niggas now what K-U-C. Can't fuck with me lyrically. All the time, when you know on that real nigga fall back. When you know I stay back. When you know PX. Being now, cousin the text. They big front down, we know. We down with attack. Niggas now, we go get wet. They push get wet. Niggas now know my sweat. On glow, I'm getting so stressed. But you know no beat now. Freestyle is all the best. Then now, resurrection of death. One friend. Then we know piece of prodigy. Goddamn, we know he was proud of me. Met me on mistake. 08, 024, something I found out mistake. Oh, now when I turn around, I had a nigga on the cop, bring up the fucking spot. Nigga.
On Broadway, you could find just about anyone you were looking for. Even people you weren't looking for. So it's best to watch your back. Cause like my man Yachty said, killers come with smiles, and snakes strike in broad daylight. I was 18 when I moved to the city. I lived on 160 in Broadway with my sister, but all the money was in Midtown, so I frequently posted up there. I guess you could say I was a lucky kid in some sense. My sister dating Russell Simmons' brother and stuff. I guess some people may never know how hard I worked to catch up with Bruce George, but maybe that's the best kept secret. Maybe that's where I get my sauce. From sleepwalking in the streets to bumming it on campus, to panhandling on the beach, to selling CDs out the trunk of my mama's car. I guess that's why I take these chances. Cause deep down I truly believe chances make champions. And even though there may be 8 million stories in the ghetto, one of my stories will be remembered to some hopeless kid in a similar situation who was raised by their mom. I spent a lot of nights in Brooklyn before I finally ventured down south to see what Miami was like. Walking across the Brooklyn Bridge made me reminisce on the old NYC, the NYC I used to visit as a kid. Unfortunately, that old NYC is gone, but the spirit of that city still lives. One of my favorite Pete Rock and CL Smooth songs was a song called Reminisce Over You. I find it sad but true that this renaissance period of hip-hop, music, and art Many will be missed, and in my heart, many will not be forgotten. From Prodigy to Chinks Drugs to Eazy-E's spirit hovering over Compton. In my days, I've been on a lot of corners, but ain't no place like home, I promise.
These guys ain't got nothing to do for you, Utah.
We've been doing this for years. Check out my boy Aarao.
Alright. Okay, what up? Chillin',
We got
chillin'.
Hot 97 watching this. You know, you know how we do it.
I got you, yeah. You're pretty good in here, man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, pal, you can't give me a coffee though?
Basketball to trap y'all, gangs cruising, laugh along. No pranks, niggas playing cartel, motherfucker. Colombiana, Anna, that gangsta Anna, don't just she for Latina, Tina, Americana, Colombiana, Anna, that gangsta Anna, she for Latina, Americana, Chiquita, banana, Hannah Montana, just a different shade, still like I remember. Came to the States from Colombiana, half Latina, half Americana. Daddy was a former,
Drop it low, bro. Drop it low, bro. Drop it low, bro. Hey, get your girl, bro. Crazy, bro. That's your girl.
I met Breezy on Valentine's Day. We were two hopeless romantics looking for a good time. What we found was paradise, and we were living right in the middle of it. Although Breezy didn't know much about the streets, she was a rider, the kind you don't take home to mama. But something told me this one was special, so I did.
Paolo, you know, we ain't playing with y'all this year. It's 2019. You knew what was popping from the get-go. We should. And make it hard, the harder you fall. We hustle to make it till dawn. Ain't living it all, but counting them lodges. Pulling them to our garage. Bottle we fall, then shop at the mall. Focus your food, but
Check out my baby Breezy Boucher.
that be the only problem.
I hear this
People, I'm the cheesehead. Saw the thing and I hop on ya. Chronic album went platinum on ya. How you lay me down?
Yo, what up? It's your boy Prince Rao. I just woke up like about 5 minutes ago, and I'm here in my hotel room, and you know, it's pretty much posted out. You know, it's gonna be a rough next couple weeks, but it's actually gonna be better because prior to today, actually, you know, because I be on tour and stuff, and I'm low budget, you know, half the time, man, I just don't even know where I'm gonna be staying. Sometimes I couch surf, Sometimes I just stay up and don't sleep and just don't even couch surf. I just sleepwalk. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I do until I find a place to stay, you know. But, you know, now, you know, it's like, you know what, I got paid, so I'm going to take a little bit of time off and just stay in a hotel.
2020, that new shit. You heard? This the porter, motherfucker. This that Prince Rouse shit, the goddess son. Now I just wanna get on here on behalf of all conscious MCs, all trap MCs, all MC MCs. And I just wanna say RIP to all the young MCs that left. Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD, Triple Extension. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that died, Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? We can't be losing no more MCs, man. We need these niggas around, man. Listen, sometimes the rap game remind me of the crap game. That's why I stack books and I stack everything. But it's a fine line between mine and what it seems to age like fine wine, Cornelio, everything. Sometimes the rap game remind me of the crap game. That's why I stack books and I stack everything. But it's a fine line between mine and what it seems to age like fine wine, Cornelio, everything. No, I ain't afraid, bro. Do what I say so. I'm Aristotle, Confucius, mixed with Plato. That's my philosophy. I mean philosophy. RIP flow. You're still a part of me.
Coming back from LA was a big adjustment for me. As much as I enjoyed the freedom to smoke legal bud, there were a lot of protests going on that I avoided being back home in Western PA. Meeting DJ Lazy K was huge for me. That was the first time working with a platinum selling artist, so it was really memorable for me. Once the pandemic began, I had a lot of time on my hands. I began recording new material and uploading it to iTunes and Spotify and the others. Eventually I found Bizarre from D12's number and I recorded a collaboration called Rockabye Baby. Shortly after, I got a hold of the brat from So Dev herself. She liked my music and soon agreed to put it on her platform. Around the same time, I was working with Bruce George from Def Poetry Jam. I had the opportunity to have my book Think Like a Cop edited by him and another Dollars Up edited by his ambassador Beverly Black. Working with so many celebrities on such a low budget really drained me physically and mentally. I lost a lot of opportunities fumbling my bag, setting me back to the drawing board again. A bowl of cereal in an empty studio, a pen and a pad.
No, you're not late. I know how to drive a whole crazy, realize my friends have mistrows, baby. Yeah, it's the kings in the building. King Ramsey, Prince Rouse. On this Cali-ish, yo. About to pack our bags, take a trip. And if you wanna go, you can take a trip to Hollywood. Lock up all the doors, then we'll get the heck up out of here. Pack up all my clothes, about to scoop me up a model chick. We back up on the road, and we headed back to Hollywood. If you wanna go, we can take a trip to Hollywood. Lock up all the doors, then we'll get the heck up out of here. Pack up all my clothes, about to scoop me up a model chick. We back up on the road, and we headed back to Hollywood. Hollywood, 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 yeah. Headed back to Hollywood, 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 yeah. We headed back to Hollywood, dreaming Hollywood women, trying to go up in them like I'm going fishing. Haters straight wishing, crackhead mission. Black don't crack, black don't listen. Past all that, pass me the swishes. Swerving through traffic, riding dirty, sitting purdy, swerving through traffic. Dope boy magic, old boy, B-boy, politicking habits. Rope boy, noise making manners. Cream pie, hold that mayonnaise. Chinky eye, stay fly, Republic bandana. Bruce George, Lazy K, baby, we up in Hollywood. And if you wanna go, you can take a trip to Hollywood. Lock up all the doors, then we'll get the heck up out of here. Pack up all my clothes, about to scoop me up a model chick. We back up on the road, and we headed back to Hollywood. If you wanna go, we could take a trip to Hollywood. Lock up all the doors, then we'll get the heck up out of here. Pack up all my clothes, about to scoop me up a model chick. We back up on the road, and we headed back to Hollywood. Hollywood, 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 Hollywood,
Hollywood. Hollywood.
Man, I'm about to go back, cruise to Hollywood, California bound, smoking Valley Hood bud. We just riding down the highway, come on man, let's hit the gas. Bumping East Coast rap, party in the West, we record a few tracks, man, I love the vibe. It's the mainstream sound with the high key tones. This first little story, and I said a lot more like a hockey coach. Come a John Duke with a rap lead, ready to further battle anybody that wanna walk up in the rain. Hurricane is coming, this just the rain, and you in the rain. So sad to say, but it ain't number one, and you never be, no way. All my bags are packed, gotta take that chance, I'm on my way to Hollywood.
And if you wanna go, you can take a trip to Hollywood. Lock up all the doors, then we'll get the heck up out of here. Pack up all my clothes, about to scoop me up a model chick. We back up on the road, and we headed back to Hollywood. If you wanna go, we can take a trip to Hollywood. Lock up all the doors, then we'll get the heck up out of here. Pack up all my clothes, about to scoop me up a model chick. We back up on the road, and we headed back to Hollywood.
It's funny how people act when they find out you work with celebrities. You would think they would congratulate when they just find more reason to hate. To add to that, my low budget doesn't help the fact that people are traveling less for the sake of COVID precaution anyways, so things been slow all around. That's when I decided to write a book about my life and make a film about my come up. I wanted the focus on this film to be based on actual events, but the lack of footage prevented me to really going into deep depth about my struggle. I suffer with mental illness, mostly anxiety and PTSD from tragic events that made my life a challenge to face aside from being born a first-generation African American. Living with mental illness and being a black man in America, it's like you already have two strikes against you. So I try to keep myself on the right side of the law as much as possible, especially being a musician at the forefront of it all.
This song was created using the N-Track Studio app.
Yo, stack books. Prince Ryder, Godson, Support of Volume 1. Word. Yo, niggas can't fuck with the porter. This is 2020, it's a new world order. Ain't no room rap, so I had to go dolo. You only live once, so I'm screaming out yellow. Bitches at the mall when I ask for a photo. COVID-19 got a nigga like, oh no. I don't play the scene like I used to have to hold up. Had to stay home for him in the zone. Niggas in the hood like what happened to Polo. Shit is all good, we just counting the dodo. Nigga, you a bird brain, nigga, you a dodo. I be puffing main, nigga, on my delo. Bitch, I'm like an earthquake, put you in a coma. Fuck lazy K and I'm getting straight cola. Mix it with the coke and you get a straight boulder. Bitch, I'm on that dope mix, I ain't on the corner. B-boy politicking, now you know the order. Niggas outside selling water for $1. Fuck with Bruce George and the homie like holla. I can show you how to make it down to $1. Never spend money on a dollar, she a model. Fuck bitches, get money, that's my motto. Word the Biggie Smalls and I'm so damn Harlem. I fuck with the Brook and I fuck with the Crook. And I stack books, motherfucker, that shit chucks.
So we out here in the hood with Dirty Heathen, you know what I'm saying? AKA Poppy Squawky, you know what I'm saying? Tell them your story, fam.
You heard him say Dirty Heathen. I felt like the universe gave me that name a long time ago. In between. In between Islam and Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a war. You know what I'm saying? Within myself. You know what I'm saying? So I went with Dirty Heathen because, you know what I'm saying? I didn't follow either or. I followed my own. So so that's why, you know what I'm saying, I took the name Dirty Heathen, because that's what it was. If I wasn't like that, then I was a heathen, you know what I mean? You a heathen if you not plugged into the modern day things that be, you know, that go on, the modern day society that people live in. So yeah, Dirty Heathen.
So what influenced you to rhyme?
It was just in me. I was a music baby. My father played the piano. His mama played the piano for church. Her mama played it. Drums. It was just in my DNA. I come from a musical family. I'm saying, then plus the environment that I was put in the 80s, you know what I'm saying, 1980, that's when I was born. That's straight hip hop. Hip hop coming in, you know what I'm saying, at its heights, when it was just, it was created, you know what I'm saying, a new culture for black people. I was blessed to be born in that time.
So how do you feel times has changed?
Times have changed drastically. And for the good. Because if anything bad going on, the good is happening also at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So,
is there anything that you feel that you bring to the game that nobody else is bringing right now?
Yeah, originality rap. Originality, you know what I'm saying? From the beats, to the concepts, to the way I flow, the way I deliver it, the words I use, the bars, you know. I got something different, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things inside that I can touch a whole lot of places. I got reach. I can touch a whole lot of places, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel on that.
In retrospect, it's kind of funny how the rap game is like a crap game. Some make it and some don't. It would be nice to have $1 million right now, but I'm comfortable having what I got. My own apartment where I can record when I want, the equipment to put out an album, and a fan base that I can market my music to. If anyone asked me is independent the way to go, I definitely would agree. Getting my own publishing company with ASCAP was major. I would have never done it if it weren't for my man Jerry Kano breaking it down to me. Another plus was I started putting out music with the Universal Music Group as my distributor. I never knew you could do that without a record deal till I registered with Spin Up Records. Having Universal as my distributor really gave me reach in the industry. My regiment became more serious, so I developed a game plan. I just needed the motivation to do what it takes to penetrate the market. I just needed more money to put behind my brand.
So Friday morning, I'm over here at Good Samaritan Hospital. Look at my fucking arm, yo. My shit is massive. That shit is ugly, yo. Hold on, let me show you. So I was walking through the hood, right? You know what I'm saying? I was walking through the hood. This guy, right, he tried to get my bag and shit. I was like, no, it's not happening. He tried to get my bag, and so I was like, no, you're not getting my bag. And so he swung on me with like a steel or some metal pipe, like mad solid and shit. Look at this arm. You see how skinny my wrist is? And look at this arm. So I just went back there and I talked to the nurse, and the guy was like, yo, yeah, it definitely broke. You definitely broke it. And we shared a little joke because I was like, yeah, it's a good thing that he actually, like, he hit my arm instead, because if he would have hit my face, like, I'd probably be slumped up somewhere. So it's a good thing, you know, like, it's like, this is not like just something, you know, like look at this right there. You see that happened like a year ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, since I've been on tour, like every city that I go to, I get a new lump, but I don't talk about it. Like, I don't be like, yo, I'd like to make a report that, Willie Bobo, it's never like that. But, I just come get an ice pack or whatever, so I guess they're telling me I need a cast. So I'm going to get a cast today. This is my first broken bone in my life. I'm 38 years old. I've never had a broken bone in my life. And I'm kind of like, I'm not sad about it. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. Get a cast. Go to work today. But yeah, for everybody that has to walk to the bus stop in whatever hood you are in, whether it's New York, Miami, LA, PA, Jersey, Atlanta, Chi-Town, it doesn't matter. Like, you really don't have to give up your backpack or nothing like that. You don't have to give up anything, because you see I still got my backpack, you see I still got my wallet, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I got my wallet. So it's not about being hard or anything like that, but it's about, like, you don't really have to compromise.
Throughout my journey as a musician, I always had the opportunity to put others on. Putting others on means to me helping others in any way that I can receive the spotlight they feel they deserve. Working with geniuses Carmen and Bruce George allowed me to look outside of myself and not be so introverted all the time, and learn to relate to people, as opposed to relating to only people like myself, my own struggle, and not the struggle of the world that's going on around me.
Yo, it's DJ K-Slay, the Drama King, and my genius is mastering them turntables and being a hip-hop iconic legend with graffiti and all other aspects of the culture. Being genius is common.
The music industry is a small circle. Everybody knows everybody, but not everybody fucks with everyone. If I lived in a bigger city, musically I would not feel like such a small fish swimming with the sharks. But living in a small town has its plus side too. Whenever I need a break from the busy streets, the violence, the drug activity, and the overall attention, I can escape from the spotlight and just live a regular life. No music, no pen and no pad. Taking a break a lot kind of slowed down my momentum as a musician. While I watched rappers rise and fall, I wondered when it would be my time. But I also became grateful that I reached 40 and was still alive. This world is daily becoming an unsafe world for black men to live in, especially in the hip-hop world. Knowing that any day I could wake up and be on the news like George Floyd affects the way I view myself in a world that should accept all, despite color, race, and gender. I don't blame the system. I think we should become more accountable by voting to make sure that we have the kind of representation in office that reflects our beliefs and hopes as a people. It used to be acceptable to only rely on slinging a wicked rock and having a mean jump shot, but sports, drugs, and entertainment is not the end all and be all of every black man in America, and the only dream that we dream of as we face this nightmare.
This is a song that encompassed the black plight by a man by the name of Sam Cooke. And the title of it is A Change Gonna Come. Do you really believe a change is gonna come? Because I can't help but believe it as I look over this crowd right now. I was born by the river in a little town. Just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come.
When we say Black Lives Matter, we mean all Black Lives Matter. You have a right for justice. Yeah. We don't need no two justice here in America. We're not second-class citizens. No. We are part of this country. We're giving our lives in this country. And we want the best in this country, what that country has to offer, and we're going to keep on fighting until we get it.
There was a civil rights giant who always said, I fly like a butterfly, but I sting like a bee. There is a time to fly like a butterfly, and a time to sting like a bee.
The system will not
It's left up to us. Yes. Yes. Everybody out here play a role in fixing it.
Yeah.
The political process is the only one we have. We got to hold them accountable.
But I know a change gon' come.
I wonder how we arrived through the facts. From being kings to slaves, was it generational curses or just the hearts of man that make other men fear what they don't understand? My family all graduated from college. I was the only one who got his GED. Most of my life I've been misunderstood, but I never let that stop me from being a voice of hope in times of need. Somewhere in America there's a brother like me, someone who started like me, lost in the system, maybe lost in these streets. I left home to get discovered as a young boy. I returned a man. How I will be remembered depends on what I do from here. What I remember about this moment just goes without saying.
Yeah, brother stick his hand down another man's pants without setting off the faggot and all.
I'm saying? This one for the goddess. My old earth, my rage, you heard? Yo, this one's for mama to let you know I'ma always bang the goddess. Son, fuck all the drama and let him know I'ma always bang the goddess. Thun. This one for mama to let you know I'ma always bang the goddess. Son, fuck all the drama and let him know I'ma always bang the goddess. Thun. Oops, daddy banging. Yo, pray for your queen, slave for your queen. Whenever things ain't right, you gotta pray for your team. I prayed for my dream, slave for my dream. Whenever y'all was at home, I stayed away from my dream. USPA to redeem. We here to make believers. While haters talk shit, they all great deceivers. Bruce said I was a genius. Mama been seen it. She birthed me to seed and carried me like a diva. The devil ain't active, but she did a thing there. Daddy stayed active. Mama broke barriers. I was a player. My old earth, my rage. I grew up to be another bad yo. This one's for mama to let you know I'ma always bang the goddess. Son, fuck all the drama and let him know I'ma always bang the goddess. Thun.
As the pandemic got worse, more people began relying on government stimulus to help them get by. Rap artists quarantining, tours canceled, sports games postponed, schools and churches closed, and a whole country left wondering what to do in such a crisis. I found it really motivating that while others were crippled with fear, others decided to go to school and pick up essential jobs, helping others get through their challenges while many just complained. I feel society owes a huge thanks to these doctors and nurses putting their life on the line every day. My father worked in the infirmary as a male nurse in the Portuguese army. I am grateful that my dad made such a huge sacrifice while he was living. Despite the problems he had, he showed me that you can make a difference even when dealing with mental illness. My sister also works in the medical field. She has a mental illness and managed to go to an Ivy League school and graduate. Although I may never go to an Ivy League school, I never gave up in trying. Because of my sister's struggle, I know generational curses can be broken. I know change can come. It's just up to us to change the way people view us by never letting our dreams die and learning when to transition. If I had not left LA in 2019, I may still be stuck out there. I may have been hurt in a protest. I could have got burnt in the fire. Today I have desires to return to school to be an EMT or a correctional officer. I even thought of becoming a drug and alcohol counselor so I can counsel people who come from backgrounds similar to mine. Healthcare is a big topic for many politicians. No one wants their kids to grow up poor with no healthcare. Me personally, if I had to pay for my medication I take, I would not be able to afford to pay my rent at my apartment or keep food in the fridge. Imagine all the poor in the black community receiving government aid in the form of healthcare today. Can you imagine if we all suddenly could not afford healthcare? America would be an even less safe place to stay.
Yeah, we just simply need more unity in the community, that's all we need. Know what I'm saying? We got plenty of leaders, you know what I'm saying? We just need to get along, man. Everybody can't lead, everybody can't be the king, everybody can't be the prince, yeah. Rain coming down, bodies on the ground, where am I gonna stay? People in the street just trying to eat, what do you got to say? Just make America healthy again, ayy. Make America healthy again, ayy. Make America healthy again, ayy. Health is wealth, we healthy, we win, ayy. Make America healthy again, ayy. Make America healthy again, ayy. Make America healthy again, ayy. Health is wealth, we healthy when we win. Eat tired on certain subjects, I don't wanna be too political and get next. Rough sex so hard that it bust my Jimmy. Sperm flying everywhere, nut up in the kidney. I used to go raw dog every I meet. Never wore a Jimmy hat, luckily I'm HIV negative. What's this other Another virus to extinguish the fear of a black planet. Hot Janet Jack, baby Jack power. Pangea stands for world power. Global grind, Cobra clutch, and I know it's mine. Thug life in the world attached to your spine. Change your diet. Rain coming down, bodies on the ground. Where am I gonna stay? People in the street just trying to eat, what do you got to say? Just make America healthy again, ayy. Make America healthy again, ayy. Make America healthy again, ayy. Health is wealth, we healthy, we win, ayy. Make America healthy again, ayy. Make America healthy